Hey, do you want to go check out that spot down that trail where I want to put those tree stands for bow hunting this fall? Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I think, we should probably go out and head out and check out and see where them deers is at over there, down there by there. Just, it is getting a little later in the day. Yeah, but like, what are you worried about? It's a beautiful day. It is getting a little darker out there today there though, so I don't want to get stuck because, it's like a 6-mile walk back to the house. I'm not super worried about having to hike home. I mean, what are the chances that that's gonna ever happen? Oh man, I told you this was gonna happen. I told you we was gonna get stuck. Man, it's such a long walk back to the house. But I mean, come on man, you gotta have something in your vehicle, like an emergency preparedness kit or something to help us get back home. I mean, after all, you are the outdoorsman. That's right, Cletus. I am the YouTube superstar, the outdoorsman. It's okay, buddy, don't worry. I've got just the thing right here in the back of the truck. That's the go bag, that's the mission bag. This is the precious cans of beans and peas and MREs. Cletus, buddy, I think I found it. I found it. The Outdoorsman's Vehicle Preparedness Kit. Hooray, hooray! You done saved us, outdoorsman! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another riveting episode of the Outdoorsman YouTube channel. In today's video, my friends, I am going to show you what I keep in my vehicle emergency bag. And because we're talking about an emergency in a vehicle, like getting stuck or breaking down, or whatever happened to poor old Cletus there having a mental breakdown, I am also going to show you all the other gear that I keep 24/7, 365 days a year in my truck. Now you guys have to remember, the stuff that I'm about to show you is specifically tailored for my environment. And I really think that it's worth mentioning that the stuff that I carry probably is not going to be what you guys are carrying. Every person's demographic, where they live, where they work, all that stuff plays a huge factor into what you need to carry in your vehicles. So in just a few seconds, I'm going to show you everything that I carry inside my emergency bag that resides inside my truck. But first, let me show you what I have underneath the seats. I'm going to open up the seat here, and I'm going to show you the first thing I have, which is a full-blown trauma kit. There's everything in here. Tourniquets, quick clot, chest seals, intubation gear, lidocaine, sutures, everything. This is always in my truck, 24/7, 365. I also keep a small fleece blanket. This is something that not a lot of people carry in their vehicles anymore. Back in the day, everybody had some type of blanket in the car so that they could go out and, we can't talk about what kids used to do in cars back in the day. Gotcha. In the back here, where this seat folds down, I have probably what you guys have. I have a decent set of ratchet straps. Ratchet straps are just those things that are invaluable. I also have in here a pair of rubber gloves. These are Showa Atlases. They are 100% waterproof. They're not the warmest gloves in the world, but if you don't want to get your hands wet, it's a good thing to have inside your vehicle. Now, on the other side of my vehicle here, I just have some simple nitrile gloves. I use those all the time. I have a set of zip ties and a spare dog collar. It's not for anything kinky, it's just for my dog. Underneath this side, I have jumper cable. Everybody should have a pair of jumper cables in their car. I also have a really good set of binoculars, and these binoculars inside actually have a compass. These are more for boating. You'll find these style binoculars on yachts and boats and things like that. They're marine grade, they're waterproof. These things are awesome. I honest to God was looking for these the other day. They actually don't go in my truck. They're just butterfly clips to hold targets to target frames at the range. This guy right here, I'm not going to open it up, but I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a small air compressor. It works off a 12 volt. It is absolutely awesome if you get a flat tire or you have to blow up a doll or whatever the case may be. Having a little portable air compressor, truthfully, is a lifesaver. I then have this older style military shovel. You can get these at pretty much any reputable Army Navy store, or maybe you guys call them a surplus store. And these shovels are absolutely wonderful because you can open them up to use it as a shovel like this, but you can also lock it in this position and kind of use it to break up soil and things before you actually have to start digging. And I also have, as a just in case, this lug wrench, which is 13/16, 3/4, 7/8, and 11/16, because maybe I have to help somebody else change a tire and my nuts are not the same size as their nuts. All right, folks, we are going to get into this bag now, and I'm going to try and keep this video short, so we're just going to run through it really quick. But before I get into the bag, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you can, subscribe to the channel. You can now join as a member, and members get all kinds of cool, free stuff. And after you've hit that subscribe button and liked the video, go down into the comments, and please, for the love of you-know-who, let me know what you guys carry in your vehicles in case of an emergency. And according to YouTube analytics, our channel is getting very popular because of the comment section. You guys are savages. You really like making fun of me. It's okay though. I don't mind. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what we've got going on in this bag, and we're just going to start with this first quick compartment. I have a sheath knife in here. This is a buck knife, and before you guys start making nasty comments, this did belong to a friend of mine who died. Also in this pouch, we have a battery bank. I have at least a couple hundred of these things. They're awesome. They do stay charged for quite a long time, but I do recommend that maybe in your calendar on your Chinese-made smartphone, because they're definitely not looking, to set a reminder to switch these out about every 20 days with a freshly charged one. And I have a headlamp. Headlamps, man, at nighttime, headlamps are great unless you're being hunted and then you don't want a headlamp, but headlamps are awesome. Now, something everybody needs in a long-term situation, because I hate being annoyed, bug spray. Gotta have some bug spray. Up in this other little pouch, I have pruning shears. This is more for, you know, when I'm cutting a trail to get to a hunting spot or whatever, or I'm setting up a tree stand. I always like to make sure I have a set of pruning shears with me. All right, guys, let's get into the big pouch. Da, 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 da. This is where I keep all the good stuff. I have a small first aid kit. Yes, I call it a boo-boo kit. I don't care if you don't like the term, that's what I call it. I get free mechanics gloves from Uline every year, so I have hundreds of pairs of these, and these are just awesome to have. I like to keep at least one pair of dry socks in my vehicle. If I'm wet and cold, I'm out. I like to have some type of a camo hat because, well, it just makes me look a lot cuter out in the woods. Now, this bag right here is a bag that I have had forever, and I'm not gonna open it up because there's so much stuff in here, but I'll give you a quick little rundown. Lighter, chapstick, toilet paper. That's a hunting license holder, but I like to have it because it's waterproof and there's a pencil in there. I've got a little bit of cordage. I've got some empty Ziploc bags, paper towels, and this thing right here. This is super cool. I'm going to show you what it is. This is a cup. I'm not kidding. It is a cup. You simply pull it open like that, and you can scoop up water and drink it. I don't even know who makes this or where it came from, but my dad gave it to me, so thanks, Dad. Up here in this guy, I have rain gear. I love this rain jacket. This is one of the best rain jackets I have ever owned. It's from a company called Ascend. Moving on into these pouches. In this guy, I have a very thick, very heavy duty plastic bag. These are great. You can carry water in them. You can put clothes in them to keep them dry. You can use this to cover your entire pack to keep the rain off. Highly recommend these. I have in here a saw. This is a Gerber. It is fantastic for sawing through whatever you have to saw through, tree limbs, body parts, whatever. This works great. I have inside this pouch a K-Bar multi-tool, and I have in here hand warmers, because hand warmers are great. Well, these are toe warmers, but I also have some hand warmers in here because, again, it could be chilly. Today it's only 51 degrees, so good to have hand warmers. Up here in this pouch, we have some waterproof matches in a waterproof container. I have a wine opener because who doesn't like having a bottle of wine while you're stranded out in the middle of nowhere? I have a super awesome pair of sunglasses because if you're lost in the woods, you definitely want to look cool. I have spare batteries for my optics on my firearms. I have this nifty little thing that clips on the brim of your hat, and it is a green light. And actually, the green lights work awesome at night. I have a Smith's knife sharpener. I love these. These are just awesome tools. These guys are great. And finally, I have a whistle. And of course, I have about 400 feet of paracord. Now, before you guys click off, just remember you can join the channel, help support me and this amazing content. You can head over to Patreon, where we already have some videos up shredding you ruthless commenters. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget, we have part 4 coming up in our Civil War, Civil Unrest series. And of course, thank you all so much for tuning into my channel. I don't think you all realize how much it means to me to have all of your support. Cletus and I have an awful long walk home, so see you next time, guys. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't have a long walk home. My house is right here.